They fake the handoff, now Locke. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Block off of play action. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
First carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Locke gonna throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen flushed out right. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Allen now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A big play here for Buffalo.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Breida. And he takes it in across the track for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview? And got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play here for Buffalo. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big gain there for the Bills. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. He'll buy some time. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tutu Atwell. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Throwing on first down is Locke. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Lock. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Lock eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Block working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, it's Lock. And incomplete on a deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10. To throw it is Lock. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Block now to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Allen. Great protection. They still can't get it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
That'll be complete to Breida. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Allen to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Davis with it left side. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On play action, Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play here for Buffalo. Allen off the play fake. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Not much there, only a yard. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now Allen again. That's complete to Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Locke gonna throw. Flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Denver.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
This will be caught. Judy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. On play action, Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Allen's throw is complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Check down to Breida. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Steps away. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Trying to improvise. This is caught. It's close. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw it is Locke. Being chased out left. Touchdown! That's caught. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack on 1st down, Allen rolling to his right. Allen, nifty footwork. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They run again with Breida. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down and allowed to throw it anyway.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 10. One final try for Locke. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix